The dream of your daughter appearing in your dreams shows that you will have a new charm as a woman. You will be more emotional, more sensitive and more intuitive. The dream of your son appearing in your dreams shows that a new masculine part becomes stronger in you. You are more aggressive and more determined than you are now. Psychologist Freud, who laid the foundation for dream analysis, explained that dreams are for fulfillment of desires. The son in a dream is a reflection of your desire to act freely, like your son. If you have no son or daughter in the real world, you are the son or daughter in your dreams. You have a desire to act freely like a boy or girl in your dreams. In the case of someone who has a son or daughter in the real world, it's a dream based on love and anxiety for the son and daughter. We'll talk more about the case of someone who actually has a son or daughter later. What does it mean to have a son or daughter in your dreams when you don't have your children? The son's or daughter's dream in this case is a reflection of the unrestrained energy within you. It shows that you have the external energy to do anything, like your son or daughter. The dream of having a girl implies that you will have a new charm as a woman. It will increase your emotions, sensitivity, and intuition. The dream of having a boy represents discovering a new masculine part in you. It will be more aggressive than it is now. Unfamiliar sons and daughters in your dreams represent new ideas and ideas that you are unaware of. What is your psychology when you see a son or daughter you do not know in your dreams? Sons and daughters in this dream are your desire for new ideas. It shows that you should seek the opinions of other people on the job, or take the plunge away from the job and explore whether you can get new ideas from outside the job. When you're wondering what to do, it means you should do something else. Sons and daughters in dreams are symbols of free thinking and great energy. Maybe your essence is trying to make you aware that a son or daughter you don't know has a free idea sleeping in you that you are unaware of, and that it has a great deal of energy. Maybe it shows that you should take a little distance from what you are doing and take a bird's eye view of the situation. The meaning of a dream when you dream of a son or daughter depends on whether you have a son or daughter. When a son or daughter appears in a dream when you do not have a son or daughter. Let's start with the pattern when you don't have a son or daughter, and then the pattern when you have a son or daughter. When a baby comes out without a son or daughter. Babies are newborns and a symbol of energy. Even if you are not young, the baby in your dreams is a manifestation of your inner pure part. It shows that you have the energy to be reborn. A good dream pattern in a baby's dream. It's a good dream if you like your son or daughter in your dreams. A dream of having a son or daughter without a son or daughter. It's a dream your instinct tells you that you should live with a heart like a son or daughter. You can diagnose that there are signs in your dreams that you should do what you want to do. When a child appears in a dream, it is a suggestion that happiness will come to you in terms of love and work. You'll be luckier, especially if your child is lively. When a son or daughter appears in a dream, and when your own son or daughter appears a dream that someone with your own son or daughter had. It may be because you unknowingly feel that something is changing about your son or daughter. The best way to deal with this is to spend more time with your son or daughter and ask them if there is anything. Your son or daughter may be in trouble or mentally unstable. Perhaps, before and after the dream, you were aware of the signal of emotional instability that your son or daughter gave you, and that came to your dreams. The meaning of a dream that my son or daughter came up with. Anxiety about my son and daughter is coming to my dreams. It is thought that he is dreaming of his son or daughter because he is worried about his son's or daughter's physical condition change or is worried about his mental instability. A dream of increasing sons and daughters. It's a dream you have when you're mentally stable. Every animal including humans has a reproductive instinct to produce offspring. The dream of having more sons and daughters shows that you have the peace of mind that you can have more sons and daughters. Actually, it may be a problem if you have more sons and daughters, but it is a dream that you have when your instinct feels that it will be okay if you have more sons and daughters. On rare occasions, it seems that you may dream of having more sons and daughters so that you can understand when you are really pregnant. If you have children and a distant son or daughter comes up in a dream. This dream is also a dream you have to fulfill your wishes. A distant son or daughter's dream is a reflection of your desire to meet your distant son or daughter. In the past, there was an event of estrangement between parents and children, and when I regret it, my son or daughter may come out in a dream. When a son or daughter who lives apart comes out, there is a desire to meet the son or daughter. The desire of parents to meet their sons and daughters is natural. A dream of a son or daughter who has left his hand independently. Blood ties are those with invisible biological ties. Even in mysterious distances, you may feel that your son or daughter needs you. Occasionally it may be a good idea to contact your son or daughter who has left your hand. Even if you don't have anything to do, when you call, you might be told, "Oh, I'm sorry I didn't contact you." Even if they are far apart, they are sons and daughters. From my sons and daughters' point of view, I don't feel bad when my parents contact me. I think you should contact me once in a while. What is the meaning of a dream in which a son or daughter who is younger than reality appears? Sons and daughters younger than reality reflect your own immaturity. The advice for those who have young sons and daughters in their dreams is a detour, but it's better to think of it as a lay-down period now. A warning that troublesome things will come into the dream of a son or daughter of an infant 4 to 6 years old. Relationships are important at school and at work. It is also a human aspect that, in a sense, they are supported by other people and are valued and utilized by those around them like sons and daughters. When I dream of a young son or daughter coming out, I think in the sense of a dream that I have seen myself now. Advice for those who have a young son or daughter in their dreams. Think about what your little son or daughter did or wanted. Perhaps you are the little son or daughter you dreamed of. Basic meaning of dreams of sons and daughters. Summary of dreams of sons and daughters. The following 7 are the basic symbols of son and daughter dreams. Increased self-love. Unpredictable events. Immaturity. Troublesome cuteness. Innocence. Purity. Unfamiliar sons and daughters in dreams mean that what is commonly referred to as childhood can be seen in you today. And that seems to have some negative effect on your reality. It can be said that deep psychology, in the form of a son or daughter, warns against the childhood that remains in you. However, the goodness of a son or daughter may symbolize cuteness, purity, or innocence, and there are various interpretations of a son or daughter's dream. If you have a desire to behave like a child, you need to switch feelings. It's a good idea to slow down your work for a while, enjoy your vacation, and refresh yourself. If you have no son or daughter and you dream of your son or daughter dying, it is a dream that indicates that you have grown up and grown up. However, if your son or daughter has a dream of dying, it is a dream that shows that your son or daughter has grown up, not yourself. In your dreams, your son or daughter suffers and dies when you are worried about your son or daughter. It's unlikely that anything will actually happen to your son or daughter, but if you're worried, it's a good idea to get in touch. If your son or daughter dreams of dying, you are feeling that your son or daughter has grown up well. When your son or daughter feels that they can live independently, it indicates that you have a desire to leave. If you think that the dream of your son or daughter dying may be a powerful warning dream, you may want to take precautions against the accident. Dream diagnosis that predicts a crisis is surprising. If you have a son or daughter in the real world, it's a good idea to be careful not to cause an accident. What you can do is tell your son or daughter to be careful, get in touch with your son or daughter, and increase the amount of time you spend together for a week or so after you dream of your son or daughter coming out. So you should be careful about your son and daughter. I think it's better to treat yourself more carefully than usual and live with safety first. It's best to have nothing. The dream of your child getting sick in an accident is a dream that shows that you will not grow up in your current way of life. You need to rethink your way of life and attitude. Previously, there was a person who had a dream of losing his son and daughter and became scared and asked for a dream diagnosis. There was an answer to this dream that made an accurate dream diagnosis, so I will post it below. I think it's a dream that reflects your worries about not being able to protect your son or daughter. My mother says she had those dreams many times. And I and my brother are still alive, healthy and blessed with a lot of luck. The dream of losing a son or daughter is a dream that makes you feel scared of losing because your son or daughter is important. A dream of a son or daughter dying. If you have no son or daughter and you dream of your son or daughter dying, it is a dream that indicates that you have grown up and grown up. However, if your son or daughter has a dream of dying, it is a dream that shows that your son or daughter has grown up, not yourself. In your dreams, your son or daughter suffers and dies when you are worried about your son or daughter. It's unlikely that anything will actually happen to your son or daughter, but if you're worried, it's a good idea to get in touch.